y'all, I'm Hope at Crafty Hope and welcome. This is day 44 of ICAD, which means Index Card a Day. That comes from Tammy Garcia of Daisy Yellow, and all you really have to do is for every day in June and July, take an index card and alter it with some art, mixed media awesomeness. Now, Tammy does offer up weekly themes and daily prompts to help you on your ICAD journey if you want it, or to give you a little challenge if you want it. My friend Nina Fickett also has some mixed media ICAD prompts as well for the same purposes. Today, those two prompts were from Daisy Yellow was whimsical, and from Nina, the mixed media ICAD one is cadmium orange. Now, y'all, for the most part, I'm going promptless. I did let Nina's cadmium orange influence me a little bit, but it's not really there. We'll get to that in a minute. For the most part, I have been just working through a couple of scrap boxes to try to use up some scraps so that I'm not wasting a bunch of stuff. I've got all kinds of beautiful, cool scraps in these two scrap boxes, and and every day I pick a different box to kind of work through. And I like this because it kind of covers up that blank page. It thickens up these flimsy index cards, and it gives me kind of a jumping off starting point. So I just use my Oohoo glue stick and stick down a bunch of these little scraps and collage papers and stuff. Now, the box that I went through today, I noticed it's getting kind of thin. The papers that are kind of still floating around in that box are tend to be kind of transparent or thin, or things I wouldn't normally start a collage with. As you see, I've picked some fairly sturdy papers, either scrapbook or I don't know, book pages and ledger pages and things like that. And I think tomorrow we may be trying out just layering a bunch of different thin papers, like this little, I don't even know what this paper is, some kind of tissue paper or something I've got there, maybe a tea bag, I don't know. But that's a lot of what's left in this one scrap box. Now I do have another one, I don't know what's in that one, we'll see. Maybe I'll use that one tomorrow, I don't know. So I am collaging all this down, and when I get it done, I'm going to sit and look at it for a second and realize it is awful brown. I mean, everything I'm sticking on here is brown, which I like. You know, it's a good, solid, neutral color. And I wasn't real sure what to do, but when I was looking for some cadmium, I did go look for Nina's cadmium orange around in my room. I found several cadmium reds, I think, but no cadmium orange. So I was like, well, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But in my searching, I also found it's a little Liquitex paint pen. It was a sample. I think I've actually got two of them. I think I got as samples from retreats I've done with Tiffany of Southern Gals Designs. So, yeah, I'm taking a sip of my coffee and looking at that card, and here's that little paint pen, and I decided I'd start by making some kind of long marks here. And once I get them all the way across my page, you know, I was like, I don't like them just as plain marks. I decided to go ahead and make them like plus signs. I think the first one, is it the first one? Maybe not the first one. One of them, I get the plus sign a little too high, and it feels a little bit like, I don't know, like a cross, and it felt very blood of Christ. And I was like, no, I really don't want that. So I was like, oh my goodness, what can I do to fix this up a little? So I go and I grab one of my Distress Oxides that's fossilized amber, and I got a hand carved stamp, and I chose this color simply because red and yellow make orange. And so those are my choices. That's how Nina's prompt, kind of influenced me. Orange is not my thing, and I think that's part of the reason I don't have any cadmium orange anywhere. And also, I didn't really want to put orange on this page. Orange isn't my jam. So from there, I decided I wanted some black on here. I wanted Stabilo, but I couldn't decide on like a specific mark or anything I wanted to make. So I decided instead to take that and just kind of highlight the part of these plus signs that I've made. Give them a little bit of weight and shadow on their bottom right side. So I added that on there with the Stabilo, and I'm coming back in with a really thin wet paintbrush and just activating that to give it some weight. I was struggling today. I think yesterday's card had me in such a tizzy. If y'all saw yesterday, I'll put a link up in the right to yesterday's card. There should probably be a link at the end as well, maybe. But it had me in such a tizzy that I woke up this morning. Our power had gone out in this morning, and I was like, oh, maybe I won't get my card made. Oh, what am I going to do anyway? I don't know. So I was freaking out about that and really decided I kept this really simple. So once I ended up highlighting all of that, I wet my Stabilo and just kind of splattered it around on the page. And then I started just picking up things that were on my desk. I had this piece of, I think it's coffee dyed cheesecloth that was on my desk. I think I had pulled it out yesterday and futzed with it, and it didn't go back in the scrap box. And then there's a Tim Holtz Small Talk sticker. Y'all, I don't even know how that got on my desk. I don't know if it fell off something else, or if it was in my scrap box, or if it somehow came off one of the stickers. I don't know. Something may be missing a sentiment. But it's a little sentiment that says, keep some room in your heart for the unimaginable. So I decided to stick that on top of a little scrap of that cheesecloth that I cut off. I'm going to stick all of that down with a little bit of matte gel medium. I'm just putting straight on my card and then sticking the cheesecloth and that sticker right into it. And while I look at this, trying to decide, I kept thinking I wanted to maybe put some embroidery floss or sew a button on this or something like that. I go ahead and grab that wet Stabilo I've got over there and just kind of rub it along the edges of the card to frame it up. And I'm going to look at this for a little bit longer. Trying to think, like I said, I was thinking maybe some embroidery floss, maybe a button, maybe some kind of other element on here. And what I decided is it needed some white. So I grab what's it called? A China marker, I think. It's a General's, China marker in white. And I'm just going to make some little white marks around on the card just to bring a little bit of white in, since that sticker does have the white text on it. And then, y'all, that's going to be it. I kept this super simple. Like I said, yesterday had me in a tizzy. I was a little worried this morning about where today's was going to go. But I think I pulled this one out okay. I hope you like it. If you do, make sure to give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. If you're not already subscribed, I would love to see you around more. And make sure to give me a comment if you've got any questions or anything you might have added to this. All right, y'all, I really appreciate y'all came by and took the time to watch. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.